at this point, teams have been starting to pull ahead, and now we are in like kind of the second half to last third of the ladder, and this is where we start to see a lot of top teams fighting each other. So this is going to be Backsquids versus Team Olive. This is basically where I start to record a lot of important matches. So we have Olive, which has been completely undefeated at this point, and I believe Backsquids is undefeated as well. So basically what happened, as I talked about earlier, Smash GG kind of messed up my settings. So Olive went completely undefeated, and they won a lot of games really quickly. So they went really high in the rankings, and then the matchmaking system, which is supposed to go into an emergency mode after 5 minutes of searching, the way I had it designed. An emergency mode of 5 minutes of searching to just grab you the best team that it can find, right? That didn't happen, so Olive was kind of like forced to kind of wait too long for matches. So basically, every time a team started doing well, they fought Olive. And this is kind of I think this has been going on for a little bit, so we'll see what ends up happening here now that Olive is starting to have to fight another good, because I did miss some of the matches. Alright, so right now we have Choppa, who I forget who exactly he is. You're gonna have to forgive me for not remembering who plays Kunder on Backsquids offhand. But right now it's still a bit of a neutral situation. Baller gets popped out of Urza. Soren goes follow up on this, and Olive is pushing forward. There is going to be a Stingray and armor available, so let's see what happens. We have the Blaster in the middle of the map. We have a Stingray going off, forcing people off tower, and yeah, this is going to be a pretty easy defense from Backsquids, I think. There is a counter ray coming out of... Oh, never mind. Okay, well, the counter ray out of Olive actually does do a lot of work there, and it's getting 2 picks, or at least contributing to 2 picks, and then there was another pick that happened off of our screens we didn't get to see. So now Olive gets full map control. They're getting to that second checkpoint. This is a little bit of a big deal. What's going to be able to come out of Backsquids to stop this? So we don't have any specials yet. We're actually going to have a Booyah Bomb out of Olive before anything comes out of specials, or comes out of Backsquids. But Noctis is trying to be in position, gets taken out by the Rapid, and that is going to be pretty bad. So we get the pick from the Blaster 101 out of Olive, and we get the Booyah Bomb to be able to do some more damage. So this is going to be past second checkpoint. This is really hard to defend. We see Urza trying to get on tower. He's going to be able to. Choppa's going to get on tower. Brian really is going to be unable to get any picks in this situation. He actually, yeah, he gets Brian. He gets Soren. Okay, so really good defense from that Kunder right there. They're going to be able to stop Olive from knocking out, but this is a very tall order. I've said this a lot of times, but this map is hard to knock it out on. And one big push, even if early in the game, can sometimes be all that you need. Just because of how difficult it can be to get past those first 2 checkpoints. It's Majin. Oh, duh, it's fucking Majin. Of course it's Majin. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So. Ooh, Soren right there getting that pick is big. Oh, getting that double is a big deal. Soren should not have been able to get those picks. He was surrounded by enemies, and he just basically kind of stood still. A little bit of a choke from Backsquids right now. We'll see how this affects the upcoming push. So, Olive's right at the tower. There's no checkpoint to slow him down, so it's moving pretty fast. Stingray going off. Will there be a Stingray ready from Backsquids? Yes, Free's about to have his Stingray, so here's the defense. Booyah Bomb about to go off. How's this going to be handled? Ooh, Noctis is going to, yeah, get completely annihilated by the Splat Bomb and Booyah Bomb, all that stuff. Soren on tower right now. He's starting to push up. Will anybody be able to stop him? This is going to be hard. Even if they get picks right now, the tower's going to keep moving when this person lands. And nope, that's going to be game 1. That's going to be game 1. So that was domination out of Olive right there. That, there's no other way to put it. I think that it came down to the fact that whenever Backsquids had their opportunity to push, we saw Urza and Soren especially just getting picks on multiple people when they shouldn't have. And they weren't like getting revenge killed either. Like we saw Noctis being taken out by the Rapid. We saw Soren getting like doubles and stuff. And yeah, that was a little rough for Backsquids right there, right? Because honestly, like on paper, they weren't playing bad. It was just that every time they had an opportunity to push, the one guy left alive just got a bunch of picks. That's one of the reasons that missiles are pretty good, honestly. When you're fighting a lot of very good players, I think that having missiles on the team comp, especially on the support slot, out of the mini is really good, because what happens is it's kind of like Echo in Splat 1. Echo is in the special, not the players. He's in the lobby. That's relevant, right? It's kind of like Echo in Splat 1, where a lot of times you would save the Echo for after the fight, especially out of the Dynamo. But sometimes, you'd start the fight with the Echo locator and get it afterwards. But basically what would happen, the Dynamo or E-Leader would have the Echo, and you would get a bunch of picks, and it's a 4v2 or a 3v1 or something like that, and then you pop the Echo locator. And what that's going to do is it's going to mark the last guy. That way you minimize the chances as much as possible for that last guy being sneaky and getting a double kill and turning your wipe into, oh no, we can't push. Missiles can kind of do the same thing in Splat 2. You get a couple picks, you pop missiles on the last 1 or 2 guys, and now those guys are revealed to your team, and they have explosives coming down at them. So it minimizes the chances of that last guy alive getting kills on you when you should, full wipe, let's go, we're gonna execute our push, right? That it's a way to guarantee that. Now, of course, it does weaken the follow-up, but again, if you're doing stuff to just make sure that you are getting those opportunities to push, that things are happening, you get more chances to have things go right for you. If you don't allow the opportunities to happen, my team, we get 6 opportunities to go for a game-winning push. It happens on 1 or 2 of them. You guys get 2 or 3 opportunities to push. Well, you might not get that chance. That's definitely a trend that I see this game displaying. But right now, we get the first blood out of Backsquids. So right away, a little bit different than what we saw the first time. Noctis playing the Slasher Deco actually right now, trying to go for Urza. Urza has had the armor for a little bit in that fight. Will he be taken out here? I don't think so. Ooh. Well, Noctis still staying alive, though. He doesn't get that splashdown pick, but he is forced to back up. He's going to go up onto the top of this, and whoo! Brian is going to know exactly where he is and just go for that pick. And now it is map control for Olive. So it's a strong start out of Backsquids. Oh, and here's some dodgetory jumping. I don't know what the word I was looking for, but a jump to avoid the enemy right there. As Echo tries to get up this Booyah Bomb, he actually gets taken out. The Booyah Bomb doesn't spawn, and Olive's going to punish that and be able to get the picks to stop map control. But it looks like Backsquids was able to get the zone during that, so that's going to put a little bit of a delay on Olive's ability to actually get points out of this. It's going to turn it from a middle of a hold to the beginning of a hold. Right now we see Backsquids up in numbers right now. Noctis trying really hard to get a pick, gets taken out by Sendao and Urza. And Echo is going to be taken out as well. It looks like as we switch over to Choppa, to Majin, sorry, he's going to be getting a pick with the mini. There's going to be control again for Backsquids, and here we go. So this is a much better game out of Backsquids than we saw in Game 1. They have been consistently getting picks. They've been helping each other out. And Olive really hasn't had any kind of consistent control of the map. Majin's going to back up here. He sees some stuff top mid. He wants to be able to kind of just paint the map as he just kind of backs up and paints. His teammates get taken out a little bit off screen. Maybe he was kind of a little bit unable to help them when he maybe could have. And he's going to shark right now. And it looks like Olive might know where he is. Okay, so yeah, Majin's going to jump out. He's almost at missiles. So this is actually a really good look for him. His teammates are spawning. He has missiles. If one more special happens, we see the baller. This is probably going to be a decent opportunity for Olive to push forward. Will Urza win this one-on-one? He gets armor. He's pushing Noctis back. Noctis ballers. Missiles come down. Stingray goes out. But it looks like Echo was somehow taken out during all that. Backsquid's not able to really convert this to map control. They do stop the timer for now. But this is in no way the end of the push. Majin being forced taken again. Some teammates go down. Oh, and he doesn't get the pick on Soren. The mini charge runs out. He doesn't have the burst bomb to follow up, and that is going to be a death when maybe he shouldn't have. And now with only 11 seconds left to go, this is going to be really... Yeah, Noctis can't really solo this by himself. Does he? I don't think he does. All right, well, he stops the penalty. All right, never mind. All right, so that is going to be that game. So much better game out of Backsquids in the second match, in the second game, sorry. But just not able to have full domination of the map as much as they wanted to. Noctis right there having a difficulty getting the picks, and picking Slasher over L3 is sort of supposed to say, okay, well, I'm going to get less ballers, but I'm going to get more kills. I'm going to be a better Slayer. And that really wasn't the case out of Maj in that game. So I'm sorry, out of Noctis that game, and sometimes a little bit difficult.